everybody, it's Lo and welcome back to my channel, Lo Without Limits. In this video, I'm going to review Teangle Matcha, so if you want to see that, then just keep watching. I've been drinking a lot of matcha tea lately. The other week I got a bunch of matcha teas from the brand Teangle. So I was drinking them in the afternoon after my coffee in the morning. And a few weeks ago, Austin took my coffee grinder because he wanted to go skiing and make his own coffee. So he's quarantining now that he's back and still has my coffee grinder. So I've just been having all matcha all day and it's been so amazing. And I got them all again from the brand Teangle. So here they are. They have 4 different varieties of matcha available in these little pouches. They also have a matcha collagen and a baking matcha, which is really good if you want to make like matcha cookies or just put matcha in different things, put it into your smoothies. But just these matcha powders alone have been so amazing. So I'm going to review this and the brand today. So start off with the flavors. They have the original ceremonial matcha, doesn't have any added flavors to it. It's just that classic matcha green tea flavor. They also have a chai matcha, so it has a little bit of those spices that you get in a chai tea, as well as a peppermint matcha, so just a little more pepperminty on top of that green tea flavor. So just be like any peppermint green tea that you have, as well as a ginger and lemongrass matcha, which at first I thought like, I'm not too sure about it, but I actually think this one might be my favorite flavor. So what I really like about matcha tea, as I've been learning more about it and drinking it a lot more consistency, is that you don't get that high and crash with coffee that you often get. Sometimes with coffee, you'll drink it, and a lot of times I don't feel the effects right away, but if I drink coffee without any food, I will start to feel a little shaky, even if my brain doesn't register the coffee and like my brain isn't super awake. My body is kind of like, ooh, we need food. And I've yet to experience that drinking matcha, and I've been having this like 2 times a day for the last few weeks. So I've not been getting that, and why that is because matcha also has L-theanine. So a lot of people may use L-theanine in like a calming supplement. Because L-theanine just really calms you down. It's a really, really great thing for reducing stress and for just helping your body chill out. So when you put that next to the caffeine, it's just like a nice steady caffeine flow. You're not getting that high and crash, you're not getting those jitters. I don't feel like I need to have food because I'm just like starting to shake too much. Having the caffeine with the L-theanine in matcha is amazing. And it is also found in regular green tea, but the amount of caffeine that you're getting in matcha is worth 10 green tea bags. It's also so much cleaner and you're getting so much more because matcha is the powder itself. It's the actual leaves ground up that you're putting into your water. And with Teangle, it's actually super easy to dissolve in water. A lot of matcha, you need the bowl and the whisk, and it's this whole process that I'm personally like, it just takes too much work for me. This is so quick because I've been doing hot water since it's been so cold lately, but even in cold water, it just dissolves right away. I just give it a little whisk with this like blender from Bodum just to like really make sure it's dissolved. But the whole process is like a minute long from heating up my water in the kettle to having my matcha ready. Teangle is also a Canadian brand. It's ran out of Quebec and it's owned by a brother and sister. So of course they have an entire team, but it's owned by a brother and sister, which I think is fantastic that is family owned. And they do source their matcha leaves from Uji, Japan. They have a great sourcer there, a great farm, where then they'll observe all the matcha leaves, make sure that these green tea leaves are the best of the best, the highest quality, and then they grind them up. That way you get the full leaf between these metal or these marble rollers before shipping it off to Quebec, where they add the flavors, they package it, and it goes straight to your door. So it just goes from 3 places, Japan, Quebec, to you. So it's not going all over the world and being packaged here and getting additives here and getting, you know, sugars or things like that. Like, it's sugar-free, it's low carb, it's fantastic. And because it's the whole leaf and you're putting the powder straight into your water, it's also not like a green tea in the sense that you're putting a green tea bag into your water, which could release microplastics. And again, you're not getting as much of the caffeine or the L-theanine or all the other benefits of green tea, like all of the antioxidants that it's really, really well known for. You don't get as much as that when you just soak the leaves in water for a few minutes and then take them out, versus having the ground up, the entire leaf in there putting it into your water, mixing it in. Again, you're not getting any of the microplastics from using a tea bag because a lot of those are plastic-based mesh and will release microplastics when you put them in hot water. You're putting the product directly into your water. So in that way, it's also just really, really good for your health and for the environment. And like I said, I've been drinking it hot lately. I've just been putting it in my little keep cup, which you can get at rainreusables.com. But it's also great in cold drinks. So the matcha will still dissolve in cold water and you can just add ice and you just need to shake it up. So they actually sent me these shakers. The only thing is I don't have ice. My refrigerator doesn't make ice. I do have an ice tray that I just forget about and it's just kind of like an empty ice tray sitting in my freezer. So I don't have ice to do cold anyway, and I'm also not a huge fan of like ice cold drinks, big room temp gal. And because it's been so cold here, I have been drinking it hot, but they did give me 2 of these bottles that you can add ice in your water and your matcha to and shake them up. So one of these I'm actually going to do a giveaway to. You'll get to pick which color you want, the blue or the pink. So for this, I'm posting this video on February 10th. I'm going to give you 2 weeks until February 24th to enter to win this. All you'll have to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Low Without Limits. You're here right now. Like this video. Also follow me on Instagram, which is also Low Without Limits, and then come back here and leave a comment of where I can contact you, whether that's your Instagram handle, just the best place that I can reach you to let you know that you won. So again, that will go until Wednesday, February 24th to win one of these blenders of your choice. These are also BPA free, which is great, but because they are plastic based, I would use them mostly just for the ice version of it. I wouldn't put hot water directly into a plastic thing. Again, keep cut by Rain Reusables. But the flavors now are also amazing. So you also get this little scoop when you get your matcha. So this scoop is equivalent to half a teaspoon, and that's about 1 serving. So I've been doing 2 scoops for each little cup that I've been drinking. So that would technically be 2 servings or 1 teaspoon. And the flavors are so good. So I wasn't sure about the flavors going into it. I thought like, you know, matcha's good on its own. Like, do you need to add a bunch of stuff? And it's amazing. So one of them, or 2 of them actually, that I wasn't super sure about how they would taste is the ginger and lemongrass and the peppermint. The peppermint made a bit of sense because it's like a peppermint green tea, but the ginger lemongrass, I was like, how good could this one actually be? And like I said earlier, it is probably my absolute favorite. You don't get an overwhelming gingerness to it, but you get that green tea with that little like bright pop of lemon from the lemongrass, just like that bright little like zest and zing to it, and it's so good, and it's just like so awakening and just so bright and fresh. And they say that this is probably the best one to use with ice and cold water. It's their team's favorite for cold drinks, which I'm sure is like also really, really good. But again, I don't have ice, so I have only been making it in hot water. And then I would say that the peppermint one is my second favorite. This one, again, is just like a peppermint green tea. So you're getting that green tea, but it's really accentuating the mintiness and just that freshness that you get with it versus just the green tea alone. And then of course you have the ceremonial matcha. I think this one's my third favorite. Still really good, just simple, straight to it matcha. So if you're not a huge fan of matcha, then you might like one of the flavored ones more, just because it takes away that like earthy feel that some people really get with matcha. But I've been making it and also adding in a little splash of my unsweetened original almond milk. So that might also help, is to add in a nice milk that you like, to add that on top. And my last favorite, which is still really, really good, is the chai matcha. I just feel like it's a lot of different flavors and not in a bad way at all. And I do like chai tea. I just don't like it as much. I used to drink chai teas a lot, but from Starbucks, which is like 90% sugar in reality. So for me, I like matcha, I like chai, but together it's not my favorite. Again, still really, really good. It's the one I'm drinking right now. It's just that I really like the ginger lemongrass one. It is really good. Also, the ginger lemongrass one is good because when you're sick, they always say like have ginger water, ginger tea, just something with the ginger and all of that. Like I'll make warm water, put some ginger in it, put some mint leaves in it, a squeeze of lemon, and a little bit of Bakuna honey. Mix that in. It's literally just like leaves and ginger in a cup. But when your throat hurts, drink it. it will work. So to have that as this matcha tea, which will also give you a little bit of energy and just like make you feel great, is fantastic. They also list the benefits of each matcha on the package itself. So for the chai one, it's to reduce stress, increase energy, and improve concentration because of all those spices and all the L-theanine in the matcha itself. And for the ceremonial matcha, just the plain one, it increases energy, reduces stress, and burns fat. Again, because of the caffeine, it's boosting your metabolism, and it's also just keeping you moving. Like when you have that energy, that sustained energy without the jitters and like that mental kind of anxiety feeling, you'll just like move more naturally. And that in itself, just like the little movements here and there and like the feeling of wanting to be more active will help you lose weight in the long run as well. For the peppermint one, it will also help burn fat, increase energy, and reduce bloating because peppermint is really, really good for de-bloating. So if you aren't feeling great or you're going to bed and you feel a little groggy, if you get a peppermint tea, just peppermint, no green tea in it because you don't want caffeine super late at night, you will feel great. So like a nice warm peppermint tea with like a little squeeze of lemon in there as well. And then the ginger lemongrass, burn fat, increase energy, and again, reduce bloating because of the ginger in it. And again, ginger is also great for your throat. So if your throat's feeling a little scratchy, you're not feeling too hot, and you don't want to make it known that you're not feeling too hot because you can't be doing that these days, have the ginger lemongrass one. Teangle also says that matcha is really great for weight loss and weight management because of the ECGC that's found in the matcha itself. That's something that's a part of caffeine. I use an ECGC caffeine under eye thing from The Ordinary that I love, and what that does is it just helps you move, it boosts your metabolism, and it also increases thermogenesis, which is the rate that your body burns heat. So as your body's burning more heat and your body's heating up more, you're burning more calories without doing as much work. And because of the boost of energy, again, you're just moving more. So I've been drinking it for about 3 weeks, 2 weeks just the matcha, no coffee, and I have been feeling great. I haven't noticed any specific weight loss, but that's not really why I'm drinking it. I'm drinking it for that great energy, and I'm also not really focused on any weight loss right now. But if that is something that you're looking for and you feel like coffee is just kind of giving you the ups and downs, definitely recommend trying out matcha, especially from Teangle. Well, there you have it. That is my review of Teangle Matcha and their 4 different matcha flavors. Again, they also have a collagen matcha and the baking matcha. And don't forget to enter for a giveaway for one of the matcha shakers so you can make your own matcha and take it on the go with you. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, comment down below what your favorite kind of matcha is and what you want to see more of on my channel. And while you're there, be sure to subscribe. I upload a new video every Wednesday. So until the next one, thanks for watching.